Hello creation, hope you're well. I've just written this, it's called Golden Gong. The golden gong rang out with love and called the angels in. Portals of love opened wide to siphon low vibes from within. Excitement fills the atmosphere, expectant rebirths en masse, to bathe in love-filled oceans blue, where naught but pure shall pass. The two shall come together to create an enthusiastic world, to lead in love by example, uniting new and old. A bond that is protected by the universe itself, a marriage of two ancient souls who know the value of true wealth. Anticipation grows each moment, pre-communication, higher selves already linked in this truest of psychic unions. Behind the scenes of inner realms, they gather to watch the show. Already smiles of golden love sees godly faces glow. Ancients told through folklore, fables and through song are filled with glee and joyous word at the ring of golden gong. Ancients of most holy, divinest of creation, who represent all of kind, not just the human nation, are knowing of the actors who portray in game of life, and have witnessed every step of way and conquerings of vice. Proud is not befitting of the hurdles overcome by love's own lights of yin to yang, who came back to the sun. From depths of darkest hours, laying waste to each attack, the promise of the purest heart kept bringing ancient back. And blockages throughout all time, regardless of energetic family represented, were removed, transmuted back to light, releasing those stagnated. Now to be appreciated regardless of point of view, a clear path back to love of loves has opened up for you. Imminent communication shall come knocking at your door. As soon as eyes do see the eyes, you realise what you've been fighting for. Then commence the newest journey, as two shall become one, in a world of love transition sought on the path whilst having fun. The years ahead, though love-filled, will also have its tests, but each obstacle then overcome reveals a treasure chest. By now, you ought to realise that life is just a game. Step out of self, evaluate, then you'll see which road to take. There are no wrong decisions, just those that can make life seem hard. But rocks and boulders have to be removed before the road can be tarred. The golden gong rings out with love, for change you have to make. Live life of love, love of self brings forth actions you must take. You are love, love at the core. Learn to love you by the decisions you make, and you will suffer no more. And who wants to suffer? Who wants to suffer? I don't want to suffer, do you? No thanks. Fucking done enough of that. You can't say that. I can't. I'm sorry. Anyway, so there's no clever about swearing. It's just sometimes it's appropriate, sometimes it can be funny, sometimes it's inappropriate. It depends on how it's used. Billy Connolly was very good at making people laugh, and in his masterful way. I loved Billy Connolly. I thought it was great. I'm talking. Well, I know he's still here. He's great. You know, I didn't mean to talk about him in past tense, but you know, he's yeah. I know he upset a lot of folk, but he didn't give a shit, did he? Well, he didn't really. So, but it's nice to see because I can see he seems a lot more humble now, perhaps. But you see, when things in life happen, we we do get to realise how precious life is. I think sometimes we can take life for granted. I'm not saying that Mr. Connery did, but you know, I think when things happen to us with our health, we can certainly look through, you know, eyes at life with a different, totally different outlook, perspective. I remember being sat. I saw my dad. You know, he didn't have long to live, and we were sat outside, and I saw him. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I saw him make peace with the creator of creators. You know, I saw him make his peace. I saw that. I was sat beside of him, and I saw it. I can't describe it. I cannot describe it. It was a beautiful moment. It was a very sombre moment, you know, very, very. Yeah, I loved my dad. He was awesome. He was my hero, my dad. My little dad. He used to hug him with you. Yeah. So, and it's amazing that, isn't it? You know, at that time it was so traumatic. I never thought that I'd ever get over it. You know, you learn to live with it. And all those traumas you have to go into and release, because if not, they can ruin your life. And they do have an effect on your life. It all does. You know, any trauma. And that's why we need to find our happiness within. And it's as simple as that. And accept what's happened and let it go. And it's as simple as that. And it really is love that matters. Above all else. All else. So anyway, I wish you all lots and lots of love. Yeah, because that's the way in which we will progress in this life. If you want change in the world, you've got to change how you see it. You've got to change how you are within. I know I keep saying it, and I'm not going to apologise for saying it. It's just I looked at one or two videos online today. Crikey, and it's just, there's so much upheaval that's going off, and you know, and I try to stay away from that, viewing that sort of stuff, because it really does lower your vibe. It's a mind control, it's an energy control device, is the phone. That's why we should be looking at good stuff and happiness. That's if you know what I mean. But when people are posting, it's funny, you know, because I knew someone not that long back, and she told me that she'd gone to a demonstration, and she was demonstrating, and but energetically, when you're picking up and you're adding, you know, and you're shouting and carrying on, it's only low vibration. It's like trying to put a fire out with petrol or gasoline, wherever you're watching this in world. It's you know, and I know you can fight fire with fire, but that's not gonna change anything. It's not. Resistance meets resistance. Resistance is met with resistance. Yes, change needs to happen. The world over, the system needs changing. It's broken. It is broken. The cracks are showing. It's not for the masses, it's for the few. This system, it needs to change. And it will change. It will change because there's divine intervention here. And the path is clear for change. It's what has to happen. Prophecies have to be fulfilled. And there will be. Without a doubt there will be. Anyway, let's get away from that stuff and get back to feeling good. That's what we do. And let's not swear anymore. Bugger that for a tale. Take care.